Today. My name is Melissa Urban, and I wanted to just kind of address a question I get a lot is why do I have no more allergies? And a lot of people right now are experiencing a dramatic increase in their allergies, whether it's due to the pollen count outside or whatever it might be as the seasons change. And I was one of those people. I live in New Jersey and I had seasonal allergies most of my life. And I basically took a lot of over the counter medication and antihistamines and eye drops and nasal sprays and went to the allergist and got allergy tested. And so I have been there if that's what you're currently going through. And it's not fun. And I really never got any relief or results. They wanted to do those allergy shots for me, and I just really didn't want to go down that path. And I was praying and hoping for some natural alternative. And I don't know if what I'm about to share is for you or not, but if you're looking for other ways or just a way to kind of, what I consider fight back against a lot of things out there like allergies, I'm going to show you a couple things that I have learned. First, I want to just kind of talk about what causes allergies, and a lot of myths are out there that allergies are just for young kids or whatnot, which, it can affect anyone at any time. And you can have allergies that range from, seasonal outdoor allergies, right? Like the pollen and the grasses and those sorts of things, all the way to, the pet dander, to different foods, to different medications, right? There's allergies to everything, and your body can change over time. And, even as an adult, I became intolerant to certain foods as I got older, or had different allergic reactions to the things that I was fine when I was younger. So your body's going to change over time. And we live in a really toxic world, and we're constantly bombarded with so many different things thrown at us that it's really about keeping the body into balance, right? And knowing, utilizing, what you're eating and what you're putting into your body, how to cleanse, balance, and build it. But allergies occur when your immune system reacts to a foreign substance such as pollen, bee venom, or pet dander, or food, can cause a reaction in a lot of people. And sometimes it doesn't cause a reaction, but your body is intolerant or allergic to it, even though you're not anaphylactic, okay? So your immune system produces substances known as antibodies, IgE, and these antibodies travel to cells that release chemicals causing an allergic reaction in your body. And so a lot of people, these reactions, these symptoms, right, are runny nose or lungs or your throat or your sinuses, your ears, the lining of your stomach or your skin, basically inflammation, right? So inflammation is a root cause of so many different things in all different illnesses and diseases, but including allergies. So according to the Allergy and Asthma Foundation, 1 in 5 people, so 1 in 5 of you watching this, that's 50 million Americans, suffer from allergies. So if you're there, definitely comment below what you experience and what you've tried to combat it before. Again, I think, when allergy symptoms occur, your body responds to these allergens by producing the histamine chemical, right? Which, I think a lot of people are just looking for an antihistamine to shut it down, right? To calm it down. But there are some things that you might be interested in naturally, and I'm not here to prevent, cure, or treat anybody's illness or disease or to say this will happen for you, but there's some great things, and I learned a lot of them even from Dr. Axe, so you can look him up, of some foods that you can consume that may help combat your allergies naturally. So wouldn't that be wonderful? So a couple things that he recommended was, number 1, you guys can write these down, is to eat an anti-inflammatory diet, like an alkaline-based diet, and what does that basically mean? I think the average American eats the standard American diet, right, with the coffee and the sugar and the red meat and the dairy products and the alcohol, and they don't really get enough greens in their diet, and they're very, very acidic. They're eating a lot of acidic foods, and that can trigger a lot of inflammation, right? and different allergies could be offset from that. So things he recommended were garlic and lemons, a lot of greens, right? Plants, and more plants, probiotic rich foods, bone broth, which I love and definitely great for the gut and gut healing, coconut milk, almond butters and seeds, and gluten-free grains. So those were some of the suggestions from Dr. Axe, and I wrote them down. I love that because I do try to do the best I can with getting a lot of a whole raw plant-based diet into my day. I'm not perfect, but I've made some of those changes over time, reducing the amount of wheat and the amount of sugar and getting probiotic rich foods and getting those greens into my diet that I may never have gotten in for decades have made a huge difference for me. And I'm going to talk about a couple in particular. Number 2 he mentions is local raw honey. And this is definitely huge for a lot of people. And it has to be local honey to where you live because that helps build the tolerance to the local pollens in the area. So, a teaspoon a day, whether you put it in a cup of tea or you just eat it or you cook or bake with it, I think that's going to be great. And I definitely incorporate that into my life. Apple cider vinegar is another one, again, for the anti-inflammatory purposes of that. You can mix it in a little bit of water, or there's lots of fun recipes and how to make salad dressings with apple cider vinegar. Quercetin is number 4, which is naturally found in foods like broccoli and cauliflower, onions and shallots, and green tea. So I do drink a matcha green tea every day. I do eat plenty of cauliflower and onions and shallots. So I think that's also a great benefit in reducing inflammation. Number 5 is probiotics. So I'm just going to touch on that for a second too. I think people are really waking up to understanding the gut connection to everything. 80% of your immune system is found in your gut, right? We have to have a strong immune system to fight back against so many things in this world. And the probiotics and having the good gut flora are definitely a big key piece to the puzzle. Okay, so not all probiotics are created equal, but I will definitely guide you and show you some benefits of probiotics and how easily it can be to take them for you and your family. And then lastly is omega-3s. And omega-3s, there's so many studies out there, how they combat so many different illnesses and diseases, but commonly used as an anti-inflammatory with protective effects in inflammatory diseases, including asthma and allergies. So there's a lot of studies out there with omega-3s, and I certainly have found the best of the best omega-3s to consume every day. And I'm so thankful for that. And I'm going to dive into about 4 items here. I just want to show you guys of what I use on a regular basis. Okay. So the first one, obviously we mentioned, was probiotic. So this is Probiotics by Pure. And this is a controlled release technology where it makes it from your mouth all the way through your body, pre and probiotics. Okay. And I think there's a really special blend in here, and there's 8 billion CFUs are in here, but the different strands, the 7-8 different strands in here, I take 2 every morning. You can take it morning or night. My kids take it. My dogs take it. This is definitely a really special probiotic, and I can share more below about that. The other thing we take for our omega-3s is Mila. This is micro-sliced chia seed that was grown near the equator at high elevations. So it's cleaned, it's fractionated open for you, which is a big deal. So your body can actually absorb it. And a 2 tablespoon serving is 3,000 milligrams of omega-3s. Now, guys, this is an essential fatty acid that your body can't produce naturally on its own. You have to ingest it. So this is awesome. I cook with this, I bake with this. It goes into smoothies and yogurts and oatmeal and the dog's food and you name it. Chili, applesauce, we put it into just about everything to get those healthy omega-3s, fiber, calcium, iron, potassium, phosphorus. It's all in here as a gluten-free whole raw food. So this is a powerful, powerful food. And there are studies on this, and you can research the Aztec diet and Born to Run if you want to learn a little bit more about Mila and why this chia seed is so different, and you can't find it just anywhere. So I will say that. Next thing that I love is organic sulfur. Organic sulfur has a lot of benefits, but sulfur itself is not sulfa. That's an antibiotic. Sulfur is a mineral. It's actually the number 3 mineral your body cannot survive without. Did you know that? I didn't know that before. It looks like white kosher salt. It's a little bitter. But I could go on for an hour about organic sulfur, but one of the benefits is utilized as an anti-inflammatory, which again, if you've got allergic reactions to things in your body, it's going to trigger inflammation, right? So reducing the inflammation is huge. For me personally, this was a game changer. I slowly started introducing it into my body and haven't stopped in over 6 years. So my entire household takes this. We love it, from sinus issues I used to have, skin, hair, nails, lubricating my joints, oxygenating my blood, creating new cells in my body, but huge, huge, huge for anti-inflammatory purposes. Okay, so that's organic sulfur. And the last thing I want to mention is mangosteen. And this is really the highlight for those of you tuning in about your allergies, because I'm going to read to you a little bit about mangosteen. It's known as the queen of fruits, grows in Southeast Asia because it's prized as one of the most precious superfruits. It's only harvested twice a year. So this is wildly harvested, which is above organic. Okay, nothing added to it. It's really known for its antioxidant function and its ability to neutralize free radicals in the body. It has xanthones in it. Okay, now xanthones help to support the body's natural defenses of enhancing the functions of your immune system. Awesome. All right. Xanthones may also support healthy joint function. So, a lot of people, can't go a day without it. If you, struggle with inflammation, allergies, asthma, you might want to take a look at this. I'm not here to treat you or diagnose you with anything, but definitely a great natural alternative for me personally. And I've had some great benefits from it. The xanthones, which are phytonutrients that offer that antioxidant property, it reduces COX-1, COX-2, which is the enzyme that is part of the allergy cycle. That's why a lot of people come flocking to me for this, that were big allergy sufferers. Again, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antihistamine. Okay, antihistamine in here, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-cancer, antifungal, and so much more. So, this is vegan, kosher, gluten-free, and it's not diluted with any other juices. So mangosteen is truly, truly a gift. I drink, 1 to 2 ounces a day. A lot of people are complaining right now about the pollen count, the allergies, how they're feeling. And honestly, I used to be one of them, and I don't feel a thing happening right now. And I've lived in New Jersey all of my life. So it is truly, truly been a blessing to have some alternatives and know how to alter my diet and lifestyle to cleanse, balance, and build my body, reduce my inflammation, and really have a natural way to fight back. So I have been so far allergy-free for over 6 years, and that's just my story personally. I can definitely point you in the right direction where you can read more and learn more about how these products may benefit you. And if you're interested, just comment below and I'll add you into the group. And if you're interested in purchasing any of these things, we'll certainly point you in the right direction as well. So I hope that helped you guys understand, there are alternatives out there. And when you're consistent and persistent with your lifestyle and diet, great things are to come. All right, you guys, have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Take care.